Alright, so for today's vlog, you're going to see behind the scenes of what actually went down when the people of KlientBoost, represented by this man, went against KlientBoost to actually try to get a day off.
So basically May 22nd, a lot of bigger companies are giving their employees the day off in order to promote mental health. So I brought that to Jonathan's attention after one of my clients brought it to my attention and said, hey, why are we doing this?
So basically what happened then is that I got ready to have all my witnesses, all my pieces of evidence to kind of, not let the people get the day off. And I'm not going to share any spoiler alerts, but this is basically what happened the day of when we actually had the trial of May 22nd, 2020.
Petitioning for a particular day off is actually not rare here at KlientBoost. So here's a quick petitioning history at KlientBoost. So here's the story of how we got Veterans Day off in KlientBoost. It was 2018. We found out that Veterans Day was not recognized within our company, and it happened to be the weekend of my wedding. And since I wanted people to come in, have fun, and not have to worry about work the next day, I started a petition using a notepad just like this. I had everybody sign their names, and when we had the backup of the entire company, I just sort of left the notepad on JD's desk, and the rest was history. Now we have Veterans Day off, so God bless America. Thank you, JD.
It's Mitchell here. Just want to make my case as to why we should have the 22nd off and have a 4-day weekend. Obviously, you already know that we are working tremendous hours to try to retain as many clients as possible. We're trying to get upsells with SEO and email marketing, trying to get as many reviews to get more clients to the door. But I know you're going to totally disregard that. So what me and my other coworkers in the team have thought of is letting the KB mascot, your true love, my mom, or Rosa Moore, do all the talking. So in this next clip, she'll tell you the reasons as to why you should let us have a 4-day weekend. Thanks.
Hey Jonathan, this is Rosa Moore, the KB mascot. So I'm here to pitch you the deal. Since you won't listen to my son and the team, I'm here to advocate for them and ask for May 22nd off. So I'm hoping that's the least you can do, especially since I didn't get my special order KB Hydro Flask. So anyway, have a great day. Bye.
Chipper. Absolutely. I think you can make a better hot sauce than Truff hot sauce. Like, no doubt in my mind. Yeah. Can't wait to taste the finished product. All right. I'll talk to you soon. My name is Luke Rochon, Esquire at Law, and I represent the legal counsel of the employees of KlientBoost. The employees of KlientBoost are attempting to attain a day off to combat employee burnout. The team feels that they have been working extremely hard, which we will attempt to prove with facts and figures, which warrants the additional day off that other companies across the country are implementing.
Unbiased judge to kind of determine the proceedings, and I guess nobody here would be unbiased. So
I'll take on that role.
Okay, yeah,
I'll offer myself.
It seems fair since you're already in jail. Go ahead.
Oh, look who's on the phone!
Tyler, go ahead. Start the proceedings.
Oh, that's Luke.
Oh, I just disconnected. What's happening?
Start the proceedings, Tyler.
Start the proceedings, Tyler.
Can we get Anderson Cooper?
Yeah, I'm not a good judge. I'm gonna have to recuse myself.
You just
I'm gonna have to recuse myself.
And then decided no, I'm not going to be judge.
Yeah.
Well, should we start with some evidence, maybe? Luke?
I have an opening statement prepared. What do you have?
Please.
Opening statement.
Start your opening statement.
Do you have an opening statement?
I do.
Okay.
He's turned into.
Who's the judge, though? Did we determine that?
Well, this is being recorded, and then we're going to share it on YouTube, and then we're actually going to put some poll money behind it, and we're going to see who wins.
Because I could be the judge, you guys. I'm kind of Switzerland here. I'm all for productivity, but I'm also employee morale.
This is turning worldwide. This is the UN.
We can decide on the judge later. The facts of the case and what we're about to disclose doesn't change.
Cool. Okay. I will do an opening statement then. COVID-19 has created an unprecedented world environment. Just one of the many challenges we are facing today is an uptick in employee burnout. As workers have moved to a work-from-home environment, the lines between work and relaxation have been blurred. Studies have shown that this has led to an increase in the amount of hours worked. To combat this, other companies have declared May 22nd as a day off in the interest of employee mental health. To reward KlientBoost employees for their hard work in unforeseen times, this council believes that they should be rewarded with the 22nd off in solidarity with employee mental health.
Very nice. My opening statement?
What was he saying? Are we doing opening statements? What are we doing?
All right. I wanted to say that as the leader of the business, I want to make sure that the health and well-being of the team is at the utmost importance. In second aspect of this, I also want to make sure that the view of the clients and their happiness is of utmost importance, so that if the May 2nd, 22nd day is granted as a day off, we have a business to return to as well. That's my opening statement.
Okay, what are we moving to?
Your evidence or witnesses. Actually, Kim, go ahead and lead this.
Well, I was going to say that kind of sounded like you were voting for this side with that statement.
It's just an opening statement. You don't have to take sides already.
No, I'm not taking sides. I'm just putting up
Partial judge.
And
yeah,
I'm happy to say that we
retrial.
Well,
retrial.
I'm happy to say that you pointed out, Jonathan, you pointed out the well-being of our clients, and it just so happens that we have Chipper here as one of our clients today. So really excited to have him as one of our star witnesses.
Son of a
Hello, everybody. Really appreciate the invitation.
Welcome.
And as one of the premier, if not the premier client, I think it's in the best interest. The level of work that we expect from Luke and the KlientBoost team is always top tier. Level 11, actually. We always take it to 11. And I think in order for that to keep going through quarantine times, these unprecedented times that we're in, there needs to be proper care taken to both the mind and the body. And I feel an extra day off, making a very sexy 4-day weekend for the KB team is the only way to do that. I rest my case.
I'm shook.
Thank you, Chipper. Thank you. So I call on the next witness, Luke. Who do you call to the stand? I mean, I think that was a pretty good witness.
So I think it's JD's. Is it me or JD that calls it next? I don't actually know.
We'll let JD go. I've never ran a courtroom before.
My only thing was just, again, the witness that I've kind of already shown to everybody was Mitch's mom, and so let me share my screen real quick. I'm not gonna call her in, but I will be playing this video so you guys can see that she has chosen to switch sides. 1 second.
Chosen or persuaded? This is such
we need silence in the courtroom. Here we go.
Dear KlientBoost team, I hope this message finds you well. And I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I have to apologize because I will be bowing out as your star witness in the May 22nd case. Somehow a random purchase of KB Hydro Flasks are now being shipped to me, and because of this, I don't want to compromise myself. So I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you have success in your case this afternoon. Good luck, guys. Take care. Bye.
There goes her favorite son.
So that was my witness statement.
Objection? Have an objection? She said she's bowing out as a witness, right?
Ooh.
So that
I don't
technically is not
understand.
a witness anymore,
This
right?
is just a person in the stands. How is he even allowed to object, Your Honor?
So
I'm just in prison. I'm in the jail cell.
Are we claiming that there was some intimidation? Is that the claim?
Bribery.
Bribery as
is
well.
illegal. It's illegal.
Gonna have to prove that.
Sounds like Jonathan might be on trial next.
Prove bribery? I think bribery was already proven in her message by stating that all of a sudden there's a horde of hydroflax that have been shipped to her.
But again, how can you prove where they're coming from?
She
Okay,
said
Mitch.
KB Hydroplast.
Mitch,
They are
where's your
coming
mom?
from KB, therefore Jonathan.
Luke, what's your
Did you
next?
send it with a gift receipt, or is there going to be an actual receipt in there with the?
Right now.
We're just waiting for your next play, Luke. What evidence
All right,
or witnesses do you have?
I'd like to call my next witness to the stand, Mitchell Moore.
All right, what's going on, Luke?
Sir, I need you to speak more formally. This is a court of law.
I apologize about that. I was a little shaken up seeing my mom go against her own son right
Yes,
now.
for sure. So, it is of this counsel's opinion that it appears that there's some bribery happening involving your mother, and you being a direct descendant of your mother. How does that make you feel regarding this case so far?
You know, I think that's kind of a breach of HR terms. If I'm not, I don't recall. I never gave my consent that you can use my mother's name as often as you've been using it, and to be able to call her without my approval kind of breaches the trust I have in my CEO, who I thought was my friend, but apparently he's not.
It's got really dark all of a sudden.
Well, I feel like that got real for.
If you can facilitate your HR complaints to show valid claims, then maybe the court can proceed and take a look at your evidence. But until then, I'm not sure. Your Honor?
Yes, I do agree with that. We need some evidence.
Not 5 o'clock
All right.
yet.
Well, I have more questions for my witness, so I'm going to move on with those now.
Awesome.
You can do that, Luke.
So, Mr. Moore, as one of the team directors, you're one of the 3 people in charge of the team of account managers, correct?
Yes, I am.
And those account managers are directly in charge of interfacing and managing clients. Is that correct?
That is correct.
As a team director, would you say that your team has actually worked more hours than they were before the pandemic?
Based on the Slacks I get past 10 o'clock about all these client issues throughout this pandemic, I would say so.
Have you had any concerns about those employees' mental health during this time?
I've had at least 2 cry to me and 1 threaten to quit, and I've almost hung myself throughout the process. So yes, I do question where their mental state is at right now.
Wow, that got really dark for something that's going to go on YouTube later. Jesus.
Sorry.
Mitch, are you all right over there?
Are you sure that's water you're sipping? What's going on?
This pandemic's making me go crazy. I need this day off.
As a participant in the winning channel, would you say that today's been a pretty good day? And even the past few weeks?
Oh, I mean, I'm holding back. Look how many wins there have been today. Yeah, I'd say today and this week has been a really good week.
Your Honor, no more questions.
All right, thank you. Next witness.
Your Honor, I do not have any further witnesses to call to the stand or to manufacture out of video content.
You want to cross-examine?
Okay.
Oh, so we do have a manufactured witness, is what you're admitting to.
Yes.
On camera. Wow.
Yes.
All right, Luke, do you have any more witnesses?
I have one additional witness. I'd like to call Your Honor Kim Fitkin to the stand.
Toss this case out. It's over.
I've already been appointed judge.
Motion for dismissal.
I can be a witness. Go ahead, Luke. I allow it.
Just answer everything as unbiased as possible, and we'll be good.
Okay,
You're in charge of productivity in the office, correct?
that is correct.
And how productive do you feel company employees have been over recent months?
Very productive. Actually, March and April, we've seen the highest NPS that we've ever had as a company, a 66.7 and a 69 over those 2 months. We're also projected for the month of May at a 98% retention, high risk removed. And I think it was like a 56% retention, full retention.
Do you believe that the recent global crisis has caused some undue stress on KlientBoost employees?
I can't speculate that, but I can agree that there could be some sort of correlation.
And how do you feel KlientBoost employees have responded to said correlation?
I think it's been a challenge, and as my job is productivity, but also employee morale, I have to consider both options.
And then my final question, do you feel that an extra day off on May 22nd would boost company morale and employee productivity in the long term?
I do. because I think it shows that we are strong. KB is resilient. We live up to our values. If we can give a day off to our employees, we can show them that we are strong. We live up to the dialogue that we're preaching.
All right, no more questions, and that was my last witness.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Kim.
I still don't have any more witnesses, so if Luke would like to present any further evidence beyond witnesses, he's more than welcome to.
You can cross-examine, can't you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can cross-examine if you want. Or
I don't need to. The ace I'm about to have up my sleeve is going to be pretty demoralizing. So please continue.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm terrified.
All right. Well, I do have a list of wins that the team has put together that I would like to present as counsel. KlientBoost employees have been helping across departments recently, with Courtney Taylor closing 2 clients, stepping into a bit of a sales role. One of those with a longer than standard contract. The Bloomberg team has raised client spend by 3x. This team, shout out to Chipper, has hit all its top of funnel goals despite COVID-19 having a huge impact on B2B performance. The sales team has hit $75,000 in new sales for the month with half of the month remaining. Haley Home and Sweet Defeat have grown.
Sorry, keep going.
Haley Home and Sweet Defeat have grown from core to enterprise clients this month. As Kim mentioned, KlientBoost has hit a record NPS over the past 2 months, pointing to the hard work of the team to keep clients happy in choppy waters. The team's performance has been strong enough that we're actually in a position to hire new employees in a time when unemployment is mounting. And we have a projected retention rate of 98% for May, with the team running at 95% capacity. And that's all. I'm done.
Very impressive. Is that your closing statement, or is there further evidence?
Not my closing statement. That's just you asked for additional evidence. That's it.
Well, I don't have anything to share this time, Your Honor.
All right, so we're moving on to closing statements then.
I feel like this whole thing has just been me talking.
Is it the saddest one-sided court hearing I've ever been a part of?
Would it be possible, Your Honor, real quick question, would it be possible to understand in, let's say, specific numbers, the volume of KBT members that would like to have the day off? Because if it's less than half, then it doesn't really make sense. If it's more than half, is there any proof you have of any sort of something like that you can share that can be shared?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Oh, yeah, I see where this is going as well. This was going to be part of my closing statement.
Well, go ahead, Luke. Close your statement.
Okay, you guys, it's time to share the petitions.
It's a petition?
How are we doing this? Screen share?
I don't know. Just tell me the number.
You can share your screen if you want. Am I sharing my screen? I'm not sharing my screen right now. Go ahead, Luke.
Finish strong, Luke.
We've managed to gather 102 signatures requesting May 22nd off for KlientBoost employees.
How did you manage to get more than the people who are at KlientBoost? That doesn't make any sense.
How did you manage more than the people who are at KlientBoost?
How did you manage more than one?
Dang, you found me. I'm impressed, Your Honor.
You gotta show him what you got.
Well, he's showing it right now. He already found it.
Oh, he found yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 21st off as well.
25% less.
And
that is a pretty compelling case.
The worst part is I put $500 of sponsored ad spend behind this change.org petition.
I knew you were going to do that.
Your Honor, that was my closing statement. I obviously have nothing else left.
All right, Luke. We will let you go with your closing statement.
Well, I had like this big speech about employee morale and
give it.
Finish strong, Luke. Finish strong.
Right. I'll say the whole thing, but then the team can accomplish more if we're fit and fresh in both mind and body, as Chipper said. In support of Mental Health Awareness Month and following trend-setting companies, we believe KlientBoost employees' mental health should be at the forefront of concern, and that can be supported through the company giving a day off on May 22nd. And In the words of the great Jay-Z, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
First of all,
I'm so proud.
Oh, sorry, real quick, Your Honor. Instead of being so biased, may I have my closing statement as well? Thank you. Jesus.
I thought you had your closing statement.
No, I kind of alluded to that I don't have a very fancy one now that it's been taken from me, but I will say this. Here's what I was practicing to be my closing statement. You ready? This is also fun. I was expecting you to have a very, very small number of signed people for your petition, and then coming in with, 77 of my own. And then I was going to say, I wanted you to go to a certain address, Luke. I actually wanted you to go to 19482 Beach Boulevard, Huntington Beach, California. And you would have no idea what that is, actually. You would go there, and I would then tell you, and Stone would actually be ready to film you. And then I would tell you it's the wrong address, but you need to look to the next shop right next door, and that's 19480 Beach Boulevard. So just for the fun of it, can anybody Google what happens when you look up this address?
It's a liquor store?
No.
A comedy theater?
I wanted to take your joke of a legal career and go up on stage and maybe make some more people laugh, but you're obviously way better than I had expected. So then lastly, I was going to say, I have secured some therapists for what may now be the start of PTSD for a lot of you. Talkspace.com is having a great sale, and I'm willing to invest in your mental health. And then I was going to stop. But since you won, you have now granted the day off on May 22nd, and the people will now remember you as a KB hero for your eternity.
I feel like if you would put as much effort into everything else as you did your closing statement, you would have won.
But again, like my big logic was going to be basically showing that, are any people more valuable than others? And the answer would obviously be no. And so it will all be ended up in, the numbers of the signed petition. So I had nothing. You outdid me.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for supplying your wins. Thank you for supplying sufficient evidence for the council. And thank you, Chipper.
Thank you, Lou.
Obviously,
thank you, Chipper.
Yes. Thank you, Chipper, even though I don't like that you were here. All right, bye, guys.
Maybe Luke, but you sound like you're Jonathan's father.
What are Luke and Jonathan wearing pants?
No, I'm actually not. I'm actually wearing shorts right now.
I'm wearing the Nike.
At least face gave it away.
Chipper's also wearing a suit. Chipper, are you wearing pants?
No, I'm just wearing shorts. I don't even have socks on.
Richard, are you wearing pants?
In general, are you wearing clothes? All right, well, guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Luke, bravo. Bravo.
Hat off.
Rose is a traitor.
All right, so we bought a building in Costa Mesa, California, and we decided to do all the renovations ourselves.